Hi there, it's Sarah from Ruffles and Rain Boots, and today we're making some adorable mug cozies. They feature felt and flannel and the most adorable little hitchhikers you've ever seen. Boop and boop. If you'd like to make them, stick around. Please like this video so I know you're here crafting with me. Now, I'm going to show you a couple things that are not this video, and the reason is because I want to make sure you know you can use the same pattern for all of these projects. We've got a lot of reasons that I don't like to just put one idea for one pattern. All right, so we're going to start out with mugs, flannel, felt, eyelash yarn, stretchy yarn, and a button. And what we're going to do first
with a friendly gnome reminder to subscribe. How? Just click that red subscribe button below and then the bell for turning on all notifications. Now let's get back to Sarah and the crafts.
All right, so you can cut this by hand or cut it with your Cricut. I'm lazy, so the Cricut did the work for me. It's cutting out two rectangles, one of felt and one of flannel. I also cut out gnome hats. So you can see here they're the same size, and that's because when we hem our flannel, which we do want to do, hot glue hem it, it will be just inside that felt, and it'll look super layered and super cool. Don't burn yourself. Okay, so once you have everything layered a little more straight than I have right there, you're going to fix it with hot glue. Now leave the very edge of one side where the yarn will go. So this side's the button, so it gets glued all the way down. The other side you're going to leave about an inch on the edge, and that's so that you can size your stretchy yarn. All right, so let's get that all down. And now while that's setting up, I do use a fabric glue. So you can see here I have about an inch open on that very edge. Okay, so while that's setting up with the fabric glue, what we're going to do is we're going to create our little gnome hat. So we're just putting it into a cone shape. The middle is open. And now to fill it and create our beard, we're going to use our eyelash yarn. We're going to loop it around a few times. You can do your fingers or a piece of cardboard. And we're going to use another piece of that eyelash yarn to tie it off. Go ahead and do a double knot. And then when you're snipping, just snip one side there and kind of narrow shape it down into a point, and then add hot glue inside your hat and shove it all up in there. Yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so what we're going to do here is just add a little hot glue to a clay bead or a wooden bead, and you're done with your gnome. You can trim his beard a little bit more if you want. And now he looks like a little gnome. All right, don't glue him down yet, because what you want to do is wrap him around your cup, see where you like him, and then glue him down. Now I'm going to show you this in more detail. I don't know where this footage went, but I do recommend sewing. I hot glued this button down, but I always recommend sewing anything that's going to be used on a tension. Again, this is the footage I lost, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that again with the other one. And speaking of the other one, we cut it, we glued it, we created our beard. Now, when you're doing this, you're gonna just see here, add a whole bunch of hot glue into the hat and then shove the non-cut end up in there. And then that adds both the beard and the fluff. And then add your little gnome nose, and you can trim it now or later. All right, so add your button to the one end that you added the hot glue to close, and then pick the whole thing up, wrap it around your cup, and make sure you want that placement. So you can see here, it's not the middle. I don't know, it looks very strange if it's in the middle, but you're just gonna hot glue that guy down. Again, you can sew him down if you prefer. Okay, so now after you have that on, you're going to wrap around your mug cozy, holding your stretchy string in place, or your stretchy yarn. You can also use elastic for this. Just like with elastic, you want to make sure that it's a little smaller than it needs to be, and you're going to hold that there. Lift up the part that you did not sew down, so you can see there, and then just add hot glue, generous portion, and put it down. And guess what? You're all done. Wrap it around the cup. Start filling it for gifts, whatever you want. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Will you make them? As always, thank you so much for joining me. Please like this video and subscribe to Ruffles and Rain Boots for more crafty fun. Boop!